I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls. Y'all know this is Music Monday, where we just kind of take a break from the sneaker talk, man. But sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Well, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it, right? Okay. If I don't get the content out in time, most likely we already got the updates already posted up in the Discords, right down to the sports and music, and of course a lot of sneaker talk, right? Okay, so tonight's topic, man, because I'm only going to be on the joint for like an hour, and you know these live slash podcasts tend to go by rather quickly, man. I want to cover a couple just, I guess you can say, just kind of not too much really going on musically, but I do want to make sure I do an update on Diddy's strict post-prison rules. So we're going to cover that tonight. Cameron speaks on Dame again, so we're going to make sure we cover that tonight. I think he actually did like a video on his actual show. We're going to play that, see if we can get that started. And then French Montana seems like he wins one lawsuit and catches an L on another lawsuit, and then we'll close out with Busta Rhymes on his current update with his lawsuit, man. So pretty much, you know how it goes down in hip-hop, man. I also want to say this, too, because I think I wasn't live whenever this happened, or it happened right after I already did Music Monday. I do want to say RIP to D'Angelo. He's passed away at age 51, and man, gone too soon. And for the people who don't know who he is, man, definitely made some fire, great, timeless, classic music. I remember my grandmother listening to his songs and loving it, and my mom loving it. So RIP to them as well. But you know what I'm saying? It was one of those, like, some people you don't think would ever never seem to go away, and it kind of just happens, man. Because, I mean, to be honest, time only moves forward, man. So you got to count your days here and your blessings. So my condolences to his family as well. I'm going to cover that a little bit too, even though it's not in the title, but I do want to kind of just see what's kind of going on from that one. And then we'll start right into the Cameron Speak situation, and then go right in there to Diddy. Or we'll probably go to French Montana's, and then we'll go to Diddy and close out with Busta Rhymes, man. So as y'all coming out, y'all smash that like button. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals okay and everything is looking good on your end. But other than that, man, let me just cover this D'Angelo story real quick. Again, appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love too. But let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom. Just want to dive right in. Let's see. D'Angelo has died at age 51. Fair use, by the way. I want to say that for YouTube purposes, because some of this stuff, man, when you talk about some stuff that could be negative, it doesn't always impact well. It says D'Angelo, the legendary soul and R&B musician, has passed away at age 51. Singer, real name Michael Eugene Archer, died Tuesday, October 14th. So that means, yeah, I was live probably on the 13th. So the 14th is pretty much he died the following day. Salute to Divine, because I know he posted it up in the music section of the Discord, shameless plug. Says he was pretty much following a private battle with periodic cancer, according to TMZ. Cancer is a really tough one, man. Gone too soon, and I've lost people myself to cancer. And dog, I'm telling you, when it hits, it's kind of just one of those, you know what I mean? All you can do is hope for the best. But we got an update. It says D'Angelo's family has revealed the following statement. Said the shining star of our family has deemed his light for us in his life. After a prolonged and courageous battle with cancer, we are heartbroken to announce that Michael D'Angelo, which I'm assuming that's his middle name, Archer, known to his fans around the world as D'Angelo, has called home, departing this life today, October 14, 2025. Says we are saddened that this can only leave dear memories with our family and our internal grateful for the legacy of the extraordinary moving music he leaves behind. We ask that you respect our privacy during this difficult time, but invite you all to join in our mourning his passing while also celebrating the gift of song that he has left for the world. So pretty much, you know, they don't want anybody kind of, you know, doing too much, which I did see some negative stuff going on. I think, I want to say Tyler, the Creator, did a tribute, but I think it didn't go too well, but don't quote me on that. I may look that up just because real quick while we got a little bit of time. It says, Tributes have already begun pouring in the celebrated corner, and with DJ Premier writing on X, formerly known as Twitter, as such a sad loss of the passing of D'Angelo. We have so many great times. Gonna miss you so much. Sleep peacefully. D love you, King. Okay, so that's what's up, man. A lot of people kind of smoking this. Journalist and cultural critic Mark Lamont Hill added, "My sources tell me that D'Angelo has passed. Wow, I have no words. May he rest in perfect peace." So, I mean, a lot of people just wrote. The Alchemist wrote on this. Man, rest in peace to D'Angelo. With Tyler the Creator paid a tribute to the post. So yeah, I think we can go ahead and do a right click on this because I want to know about this like tribute because I feel like he actually got like some flack for that. So I'm not sure, but says my sources tell me that. So these are the people that wrote on Twitter. Why do we always got to run the social media? But at the same time, it's kind of where we get the news kind of breaking first, right? Okay. So one of his timeless albums obviously says Untitled, How Do You Feel? That's that song. And the Brown Sugar joint, I think, was one of his favorites too. Now I'm not gonna play this because I know how YouTube. I know they're gonna flag this joint. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in even going there. And this is crazy. So I didn't even notice. It says, was born in Richmond, Virginia on February the 11th, 1974. D'Angelo rose to the fame in the mid-1990s with his debut album, Brown Sugar, which spawned the hits Lady, Cruisin', Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine, and Brown Sugar. So I remember that. And in that Untitled joint where I think he performed the whole joint naked. Pause. Like I think in this whole video, he was butt naked, right? Again, not, just something that I know that obviously he did was like a timeless thing. So if it was anybody who, because I remember when Young Thug did like the Naked album cover and all that stuff, like he was one of the pioneers of do that stuff where performing naked and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Along with Prince, who had his cheeks out and stuff like that. Just very interesting times back then. It says the project was both a critical and commercial success, earning a Grammy nomination for the Best R&B Album, as well as a platinum plaque for the RIAA, which is the Recording Industry Association of America. D'Angelo, Magnum's Onus cave 5 years later with Voodoo, and a chart-topping masterpiece that remains the crown jewel of the Soul Coreanus era, the so-called neo-soul moment that he headed in the 90s and early thousands alongside Questlove, Jay Dilla, Erykah Badu, and Common, which you can see, I could put them along. Those are some great people to be mentioning your name a part of. It says the iconic album would prove to be a gift and a curse for D'Angelo, though, who largely retreated from the spotlight after his Untitled How Do You Feel music video earned him an unwanted sex symbol status, which, yeah, that's where he was pretty much naked in there, right? Says a singer and a producer eventually returned 14 years later with Black Messiah, another career-defining effort that notched him 2 Grammys for Best R&B Album and Best R&B Song, Really Love. Says, away from the music, D'Angelo welcomed 3 children, including a son with fellow R&B singer Angie Stone, whom he dated in the 1990s. Stone was tragically killed in a car accident at age 63 earlier this year. So that sucks, man. That means like homie, like the kid lost his dad and he's lost his mom, Definitely want to say condolences, man. I hate to hear that at any way, shape, or form, man. Don't even want to imagine it right here. And this is Tyler Creator making his pretty much tribute to this joint. But I want to see if I could actually just find this joint real quick. Let me put myself on the main screen because I am curious what they're talking about when it comes to this, his like tribute to D'Angelo. So give me like 2 seconds here. I got to type this in. Totally unprepared. But I mean, that's kind of what the lives kind of go through. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's see real quick. See if we can go to news. Let's see. Tyler faces backlash after resurfaced Oh, there we go. There we go. This is what I seen right here. So let me share my screen on this one right here. Boom. Crazy how a quick Google search. It says, what's happening with Tyler, the Creator? Let's see. And the D'Angelo tribute fallout. So it says pretty much, where we at a little quick. It says, Tyler's past tweets are under new scrutiny after critics said his Odd Future era normalized ignorance towards black art. Pretty much, I get what they're saying in his fandom. So I mean, to be honest, dog, it's kind of one of those. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But It says Tyler the Creator is facing mounting backlash after a tribute to D'Angelo's spiraled into a heated, where we have a quick debate about race, fan culture, and his own controversial past. Why is Tyler the Creator facing backlash after D'Angelo tribute? So after neo soul iconic D'Angelo passed away October 14th, Tyler shared a tribute post online to honor one of his biggest music influences, which I can see that. And it says, "We are so lucky to have been alive to enjoy his art," Tyler wrote. "At the time, my music DNA was helped shaped by this man. Forever grateful. Safe travels." I don't see the issue here, but maybe there's more into it, because I mean, he just paying. A lot of people spoke on this, but let's see real quick. It says, however, the comment section under his post, which have since been turned off, was reported flooded with off-topic and insensitive replies from fans who either didn't know D'Angelo. Oh, so it's not even him; it's the fans that's doing this, or made jokes about when Tyler's next album would drop. The tone-deaf responses sparked outrage across social media platforms, particularly among the fans who felt they revealed a larger disconnect between Tyler's audience and the black artist he champions. What did Tyler say to spark more controversy? In response to the wave comments, Tyler tweeted later and deleted a tweet on Sun Dodgers. The term was interpreted by some as a derogatory way to refer to white people, right? I didn't know this. It says, while Tyler previously used the phrase in reference to ICE agents in an underrated Instagram post, it is used reunited standing criticisms about the racial dynamics within the fan base. Wow, I didn't know that. So we got Emmett Smith in the building. Says, "What up, Jay? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?" It says, "This is crazy because I didn't think it would be this deep." You know what I'm saying? It says, "How do fans and critics react online?" Which we kind of just covered that. That's kind of interesting, dog, because that really kind of caught me off guard. Because I didn't think it would be that. Is Tyler being held accountable for his past behavior? It seems like it, but at the same time, dog, sometimes I'm going to say this, right? Because I'm not going to read through this whole thing because that's not my main point of live. Sometimes, dog, you got to be careful what you post up on social. Not sometimes, majority of the time, if not all. Be careful what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got nothing nice to say sometimes, dog, it's best to just keep your comments to yourself. I know he's trying to pay respects, but this is what you kind of come with. You know what I'm saying? And now he's facing the backlash. And to be honest, it don't seem like he said anything wrong. It's kind of one of those, it's based off his previous history, right, of other tweets, right? So again, sometimes, you know, right message, wrong messenger is what I could think of in this situation. Not saying Tyler is the wrong messenger, but it's like, obviously it triggered a lot of folks, which kind of threw me off here, even when I was reading that joint. But let's go ahead and transition on to Cameron and Dame Dash. I may go back and revisit this towards the end of the live, but I want to make sure I get my other topics in as well. Real quick. So, it says, Cameron responds to Dame Dash $300 million defamation lawsuit. You don't know who you can trust out here. Pretty much is, I guess, is what Cameron says. Which is kind of weird that Dame is carrying all this stuff, but then he'll file a lawsuit. Says Cam does not. And let me get this ad up off here if I can, because that's kind of crazy. But it says Cam does not seem ready to reconcile with Dame anytime soon. And this was posted October 17th. So this was just a few days ago. And I do want to play this video here. Again, fair use, real quick, for YouTube purposes, because I do not want to get my video flagged. But we'll see if we can play this joint right here.
So this is my homegirl, Jade.
I'm not going to play the whole joint.
You know, she's like my goddaughter. Not officially, but she's like my goddaughter.
He says, Cameron spoke about the ongoing involvement Dame Dash in the latest talk with Flea. I'm going to see if I can find a timestamp in this joint, because that's what I want to know, because if this was his own show right here, $1 million this, boom, boom. So this is on Revolt, but this is like an hour long, but I'll see if I can find the timestamp for sure, because that's important. Says, Cameron spoke about the ongoing situation with Dame Dash and 50 Cent on the latest episode of Talk with Flea. It says, when asked about accepting an apology from Dame, Cam seemed indifferently saying, I don't have nothing bad to say or nothing good to say. I have nothing to say. So that was probably his, I guess you can say this is like his safety on this joint right here. Let me make sure this is the right joint. Let me see if I can copy link and put this in like another tab. Hold on real quick. So I want to see if I can find the actual like timestamp of when Cam them actually said that, because I don't want to play that the whole entire live, dog. We'll never get off this joint. You know what I'm saying? When we do stuff like this. So if this is a talk with Flea, I'm gonna put this on pause. This is Revolt, Origin, and collab will be Ghost Weed. Okay, so this is talk with Flea, but I gotta see where we can find the timestamp. That's my main thing. I want to make sure that I find in this joint right here. Let me see if I can find it in the comment section real quick. Says baby girl just got a reality check. Talk with Flea, kids, boom, boom. I may play just a little bit just to see if we can find the joint, because I think that's important. Let me share my screen again real quick. Boom, here we go right here. Let me see if I can find a little bit of it.
My man Jonathan's daughter, man. I want to ask you some questions real quick.
I think I heard you talk about...
Okay, here we go right here.
Lawyer deep off the snapping. I know. So, listen, I know one thing. I spoke to...
I think this is right here.
It can only be me, my nigga. That's just that. Sorry if y'all was displeased with or how I handled the situation, but I
think probably
Respect TV about, you know, the you and Broner situation. I told people, man,
that's
last
Broner.
Week's episode. I don't have nothing. Besides that, what else they mad about?
I saw a 50 post today. You accepting Dame apology?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Because I don't think he is.
This is thoughts on the Dame, by the way. I wanted to make sure. Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have nothing bad to say or nothing good to say. I just have nothing to say. Because once you call the law yours, I don't know what I can say after that. You know, it's literally when you put the law involved, whether
I feel him on this, though. I hate when somebody get the law involved over something that if you slay me, you want to talk it out, but then next thing you know, you're trying to sue the guy. You know what I'm saying? I feel Killer Cam on this one, man. That would piss me off, too. I'm not even going to sit up here in front like that, so I automatically see where he's coming from with that, right? Respectively. Let's get to play this real quick.
I'm saying law, short for lawyers. I don't know what I can say. I know Dame had put up a statement saying that let's be cool, let's work together. And I spoke to his homie Daniel, and Daniel was super cool on the phone. Daniel's my man. He was super duper cool, like super cool. But you don't know who to trust out here. You don't know how a nigga feel.
I feel him. That's what he's saying. And that's the keep it 100, dog. Some of the closest people, watch your circle too. I want to say this, watch your circle. Some of the closest people you think that's close to you be the same ones that will dime your ass the fuck out. And or turn their back on you and have you in front of a judge. That's why I'm saying, and I want to say this too, and that's probably what Cam is like. He thought that ain't no way Dame would probably stoop on that level. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. And I'm not saying Dame actually took action, but just the fact that he even put it out there like threatening it, you know, that would kind of throw anybody off. I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
Feeling today and how they gonna feel tomorrow, man. That's all I can say. So, listen, I know one thing. I spoke to 50, and me and 50 straight, and we on the same page. So, whatever he said. I ain't see what he said, but whatever 50 said.
So there you go right there.
Because, like I said, this whole shit started with Dame and 50.
And now he's in the middle of it from what it seems like. I see you, man, with the kick says, Europe, what up, mannies? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out.
Then use me talking about Dame as the pawn, how I felt about it, to combat with 50, and I'm catching strays, and then I catch a stray. I can't spin off and shoot back and nothing like. So whatever. More the story is, I ain't got nothing else to say about it, man. I thought we was snapping, and it just got really, really deep.
Cam saying he's pretty much over the shit, so I don't blame him for that one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would be too. I mean, Dame, to be honest, dog, get back in your bag if you're gonna get back in your bag. You know what I mean?
Pause. I ain't know it was lawyer deep off the snapping. I know it got a little personal for him, but you know, he got personal too. So, like I said, I don't want to dwell on this, B. I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, because it'd all be bad timing. He did an interview, and another one came out today, so we ain't
another interview talking about me?
Yeah, he said Jay.
So he's mad. You know, Dame, this is my thing, dog. Move in silence, you know, but at the same time, I would assume these interviews he's doing, I'm assuming he don't do them for free. You know what I mean? Just like a lot of those people that you see, sorry to catch a straight here, but if you think of like DJ Vlad, some of his guests that are regulars, I'm assuming he don't got like some type of deal with them. They getting paid, from what I get from it.
Jay-Z never respected you.
Allegedly.
Yeah. See?
He was the little nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was on Art of Dialogue again. Yo, all right, now we need a check, nigga.
Yeah.
Let me get a little 10%.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up just I'm gonna put and I ain't even like that. But you gotta send something in. You can't have me for every topic from everybody, bro. Doing some good work over there, though, I guess.
Listen, I want to move on past this Dame and you and everything, but I just got one more question. This $300 million lawsuit, I think I heard you talk about. Did he try to shake you down for some?
Okay, yeah, that's the one thing I want to cover, and then we'll read the rest of the article, and then we'll keep it moving. So, yeah, apparently, $300 million lawsuit, Cam has got to address that. I see Mentoring Kick says, Dame a chatty patty, shaking my head. I mean, to be honest, isn't he the one who kind of came up with the term? But then again, he's the one who's kind of talking too much, too. You know what I'm saying? Without having necessarily the stuff to back him from what it appears like. You know what I'm saying? It never isn't a good like with Dame. You know what I mean? I don't even want to sound like a diss or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? Things ain't really been the same ever since the whole Rockefeller thing kind of fell apart and him and Jay fell apart. Yeah. So, yeah, he's the one who came up with the term. Manu the Kick says he did pull up most definitely. And now he's doing interviews, ironically. But I know from his perspective, he's probably saying, I got to stand up for myself. You know what I mean?
Well, like a mil or two, like that was for real?
Yeah, so
$1 million?
Yeah, so after he put out the statement, and like I said, I'm not after this. I'm not talking about nothing else. He put up the
Cam said he done talking about this shit, but he gotta say his final piece.
lawsuit online, and then I sent it to my lawyer. I'm like, just in case, I don't care, because it was a digital paper trail. And like I told Daniel, for the last 20 years, and like I told y'all on the show, I've never said nothing bad about Dame until this last scenario, whether it was good or bad. But basically, make a long story short, I was like, whatever, I'm not tripping on the lawsuit. If I got to go to court and countersue, that's what I do. I don't want to do that. Cool. So Daniel was like, I ain't even want to tell you this. Not saying he was on my side or Dame's side, whatever, but Dame said if you just give him $1 million,
wow,
he'll forget about the whole thing.
Wow. Wow. So that 300, he said, yo, just give me $1 million, he'll let it go away. Yo, that is kind of like a little bit of a shakedown, dog. If you think about it, it's like, yo, I don't really got no beef, but I need $1 million. I mean, you're better off just asking him for $1 million. You know what I mean? And trying to be on some homie, I'm down bad type of shit. You know what I mean? Versus if you think about it, even if Cam was to say yes, which I'm assuming Cam ain't gonna say yes, even if Cam give him $1 million and his attorney is the one who's saying that, his attorney gonna want half of that shit. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna keep it real.
I was like, no, I'm not giving $1 million
I don't
to
blame him.
make what go away? A snap battle? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, but then 2 days later or a day later after that, that's when I seen his post saying, let's all work together, let's be cool, yada, yada. But yeah, 2 days before that, he did say give him $1 million and it could all go away.
Wow.
Lord Jesus.
Wow. We got 619's D. He got the eyes in here. What up, homie? Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming in and out, man. Wow. Dame is doing that type of move. I didn't think he would do that.
So, I mean, best pictures. Are you considering it?
No.
I could have told him that.
Like I said, I'm taking, what I'm saying is this, that when he said that, I got that message before he put up the message of let's all be cool. So I guess after all that, whatever him and Daniel talked about, he was like, let's all be cool.
I want to take a sentimental moment and say rest in peace to Larry's wife, Maribel.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're going to leave it right there on that one. Mentoring Kick says, Dash on the same stuff Ye on. I mean, ironically, they used to be under the same camp. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, Manny, Dame is the one who, I don't think nobody was really going to sign Kanye, and Dame was the one that kind of gave him that, you know, kind of gave him that motivation and saw it and signed him, and that's how he ended up on Rockefeller. Ironically, they kind of remind me a lot of each other across the board. You know what I'm saying? If I really think about it, even though eventually when it all fell apart, Ye went to go work with Jay-Z more, which I don't blame him. But at the same time, it's kind of one of those, had Ye probably stayed over there with Dame Dash, I mean, it probably would have took off like a rocket and then still failed anyway long term. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not mistaken, Dame is the one that put Kanye on, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want to say right there. Let's see. Manuel Kick says facts polo. Most definitely. Let me get through the rest of this article real quick, and then we'll transition on to another topic. It says Cameron spoke out about an ongoing situation involving Dame Dash and 50 Cent on the latest episode of Talk with Flea. When asked about accepting an apology from Dame, Cam seemed indifferent, saying, "I don't have nothing bad to say or nothing good to say. I just have nothing to say." Cam admitted he does not know what he can say since he's now in a legal matter. Dame threatened Cam with a $300 million lawsuit last month, claiming he was choosing to take action because his wife and 2 sons felt uncomfortable. And they put that in quotations. He says, "I would never do anything violent," he wrote in a caption on his Instagram post, "and I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent, so this is the only way I can handle this." So, I mean, is this Chatty Patty or Dame trying to, you know, look out for his family, or is this a shakedown? You know what I mean? No matter how you look at it, it's kind of weird if Dame's a guy who claims he doesn't like to go to court. But I mean, I guess he's saying it's the only way he feel like he can handle it. So, I mean, maybe that's his perspective on it. It says, "I bet you'll shut the F up now. I dare you to say something," he concluded. Dame accused Cam in an alleged formal demand letter of defamation, harassment, business disargument, treacherous interference, and unjust enrichment, a pattern of historic sabotage, and more. The rapper turned podcaster responded on Instagram story writing, "Now who's snitching?" So, I mean, at the same time, it's time for these guys to move on past it. Like, to be honest, dog, if you're not cool with the person, well, you're not cool. Ain't no point in nobody really speaking on nobody anymore. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it looks like both of these guys have been taking low jabs here over the years anyway. You know what I mean? Cam previously expressed doubts in the possibility of the reconciliation between himself and Dame because they were reached the point of no return. It appears his stance remains unchanged nearly 1 month later, which I could feel him. You know what I'm saying? It's still kind of fresh. You know what I'm saying? Somebody threatened to sue you for that amount of money. I mean, I don't care how rich you is, dog. Still, that's some big numbers. Something that a lot of us may spend in a lifetime if we're lucky. You know what I mean? Let alone just see it right then and there, and you want to get it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? It says, and this is a quote. It says, "You know who to trust out here," he said, working things out with Dame. "You don't know how an N-word feeling today and how they're going to feel tomorrow. Man, that's all I can say." So pretty much he's keeping it simple with this. Cam revealed him and 50 have spoken and they are good with each other, adding, "We on the same page." Cam pointed out that the feud started between 50 and Dame before he became a pawn in the dispute. He says, "I ain't got nothing else to say about it," he said. "I thought we were snapping and it just got really, really deep. I ain't know it was lawyer deep off the snapping. I know it got a little personal for him, but you know, he got personal too." I mean, that's what he's saying. Like, hey, we both may have went a little too far. You know, if we really look at it and break it down, no matter how you slice it and dice it, dog. That's what I get from Cameron. He's like, yo, it is what it is. Hopefully the lawsuit gets dropped if there is a potential lawsuit. And these guys, hey, if you can't get along, let's just agree to like disagree and move forward. You know what I mean? Let's transition on to the Diddy situation, and then we'll go to French Montana, and then we'll talk Busta Rhymes towards the end of the live here. So Diddy's strict prison post-prison rules revealed in the court documents. Definitely want to give an update this because, you know, I've been covering the Diddy trial from beginning to end and just updates along the way because I'm pretty sure he's still going to try to appeal this. Real quick, it says, Diddy faces drug treatment, mental health care, and strict monitoring after prison. So pretty much this is posted October 18th. It says Diddy will face intense scrutiny once his completes his 50-month prison sentence. So pretty much he got to do 50 months, time served. He should probably be home within the next couple years. And I'm not trying to make this seem like this is a light sentence, but if you look at the max of what he could have got, 20 years, because I think each, for what he was convicted on, it was 10 years max for each sentence. You know, a lot of people say, well, this could be technically a win because, you know, he could have been doing 20 because the judge can give you, say the judge can give him the max, which is 20 years. The judge can also be like, we're going to let them run concurrently together. You'll serve them at the same time. That's 10 years. But the judge ruled it to 4, you know, or we can say 50 months is the term they like to use in prison terms. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, like me, I thought like, yo, I think he's going to come home because he's already been in there. He get time served. Maybe worst case scenario next year. But, you know, like, I mean, it definitely was a tough call. I don't think nobody else that's been in this situation before has gotten this much time for that. Because at the end of the day, what he's convicted on, to be honest, again, I still stand on this. And this is all alleged and opinionated based, so I don't know. But it sounds like the people that were involved, it doesn't sound like they were too forced. You know, maybe the first time they were a little confused, but I mean, if they were the people calling out, the people making the calls and spending the money, I just find it weird that they're not charged either. And some of them even got on the stand and said they like the shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not trying to defend it or any way, shape, or form. I wasn't there. But I just find it weird that he's getting this much time. You know what I mean? But again, I know from some people looking at it like, yo, it could be a lot worse. So I know that too. It says, according to the newly filed court documents, strict special conditions for Diddy 5 years of supervised release have been revealed and paint a picture of a tightly controlled life after incarceration. So pretty much after he does his time, it says, according to the amended judgment issued this week, Judge Horan of the Southern District of New York, Diddy must comply with a series of special restrictions designed to monitor his behavior, limit his communication, and continue his treatment for substance abuse and mental health issues. Diddy, who was convicted on 2 federal counts of violating the Mann Act, was sentenced earlier this month. Though he avoided conviction on more than serious racketeering and ex-trafficking charges, his post-release conditions reflect the severity of the case and allegations surrounding him. It says once released, Diddy must begin court-ordered outpatient treatment for drug and alcohol abuse, including regular testing. He is also required to participate in a mental health treatment program and must continue taking any prescribed medications unless instructed otherwise by a licensed provider. It says probation officials are authorized to access his mental and his medical and treatment records as part of the ongoing monitoring. Given the abuse allegations that have followed Diddy, some instances of which his team admitted to during trial, the court ordered him to attend a complete domestic violence intervention program. This where I can say I put my foot down on this one. Because what's the point of having him involved in a domestic violence intervention program if he wasn't found guilty of that? Now I know what you're saying. Because of the video they watched in court, that video shouldn't have been used to begin with, in my opinion, because that's a whole nother separate case. That wasn't a part of the original. That wasn't a part of the case. In my opinion, that should be a separate case, which I believe the statute of limitations is up on that. So that shouldn't even have been looked at. That's where I feel like he can win an appeal on, because some of the stuff that was allowed to be in the court shouldn't have been in there, in my opinion. Was he wrong for that? Yes. Do I think he should be doing time for that? Sure. However, statute of limitations up, and that's not what he was on trial for. You know what I'm saying? That, as a judge, you need to learn how to look past that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my part with the legal system. They pick and choose what they want to do, and that's where I feel like the legal system is borderline, in my opinion, unfair, dog. It says, life of the prison won't be private for Diddy either. The terms state he must submit to searches of his person, home, vehicle, computers, any electronic devices at any time without prior notice, and based on a reasonable suspicion. He must also provide access to financial records at the request of the probation officer, avoid contact with victims at all costs, including thorough third parties, and refrain from possessing firearms or ammunitions, Failure to comply could land Diddy back in federal custody. See, this is the BS. This dude has to be somebody. If he can't have a firearm, it's got to be clear. Can his security have a firearm? This dude is like it's not like he's a nobody. You know what I mean? He's got to have some form of way to protect himself. Yes, I know higher security, but you want the armed security. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: he can't be around us. So what the hell? You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like this is a gray area, and they're going really strict on him. Even though he got a single digit time, it's still a little bit of a lot of BS. So I can't really blame him for, wanting to appeal this for a better outcome. Although he has been sentenced, Diddy has not yet been assigned to a facility. Judge suggested that he serve time near the New York metro area, and his legal team asked for him to be placed in a low security FCI Fort Dix Paws in New Jersey, a prison with a history of high profile inmates. The final decision will be up to the bureaus of prisons. So we'll see where he goes right quick. So the judge is not trying to cut him no break, and I feel like, he may feel like he may not deserve one, right? Okay, so that's the update on Diddy. Let's talk French Montana real quick. We'll do the first one right here where he wins, and then we'll go into the losses. So this was also October 17th. French Montana wins sampling lawsuit in appeals court. The acquisition center around his 2013 song, Ain't Worried About Nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my joints, man. I like that joint. French Montana has won the sampling lawsuit, even if the judge believes that the beat is alleged to have stolen its indigenous from his. It says producer Eddie Lee Richard has claimed that Montana ripped off the beat for hood pushing weight for the song Ain't Worried About Nothing. But the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Circuit ruled on October 16th that the producer failed to provide prove his case. So that's another thing. He may be right, but you got to provide some form of proof. You know what I'm saying? You just can't say because it sounds like mine and I made it first. This is where you need some attorneys and some monies and some moolahs. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this is not easy to do this unless it's the bigger. I'll say this, like unless you sample somebody else stuff that's already famous and signed to a big record label, you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? But if he's the little guy who did it first and then French kind of took it, then there you go. But I don't know. But it looks like French has not been found guilty of this. It says, we agree with Richardson that the APWA's beat to be Naked Ear seems indigenously from the beat when wrote Judge Candace Jackson for the 3-judge panel, yet opinions and allegations are unsupported by facts are not enough. So the judge pretty much ruled that Richardson failed to supply facts to support their argument. So that's his thing right there. He didn't provide enough proof. And it says Richards could have presented either direct or indirect evidence to succeed his claim that duplicated the APW producing, wrote Judge. Richardson has presented neither, and that's where he's losing it right there. The ruling of the court upheld an earlier decision for the lower court judge who declared that both songs have clear similarities and sympathize with Richardson. If it's a consolidation, intimidation is the secret's form of flattery, wrote Judge. So pretty much they're saying, like, if it is true, like, he's obviously flattered and inspired by you, but you don't got enough proof to make this stick. Back in 2019, Richard sued Montana and claimed that the rapper stole elements of his track when he posted it on the platform SoundCloud link in 2012. When Judge dismissed the producer's case last year, she did so because he failed to show direct sampling of the sound recording. This was at Billboard's noted because Richardson had copyrighted only the song recording, not the underlying composition. Let's see, that turned out to be the oversight of the fatal of his case. It says the ruling she made is clear that she considered a technical win for Montana, not one that she should claim as a sensitive victory. So pretty much you only won technically. You know what I'm saying? Because she's saying, like, we believe you did it, but we don't have no proof, so I can't make nothing stick. So Montana's Ain't Worried About Nothing reached number 63 on the Billboard Hot 100, which is actually pretty good. You know, so let's talk the other lawsuit that he's, now that one's cleared, now he's got another one. French Montana faces $1 million lawsuit alleged over watch theft, right? Okay, so I didn't think that would be a thing. It says, Two businessmen claim to have repeatedly attempted to retrieve the watch from the rapper, who allegedly asked to borrow for his Paris Fashion Week. This was October 18th, so this is literally like the next day, dog. Damn. But I know French is married to that. You know, he's getting big money now. You know what I'm saying? He's married to something different. It says French Montana is facing a lawsuit after two businessmen have accused him of running off with their watch, according to TMZ. Let's see, Justo Obtain and Samira Gatto filed the lawsuit on Thursday, October 16th, after claiming to have met Montana, real name Karim Karoub. Hopefully, I'm saying I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm just going to say French, right? In 2015 and 2024, the group planned to meet in Egypt to trade watches, but according to them two, Montana refused to. The rapper allegedly asked to borrow their $1 million watch, and ensuring that it would be returned after the Paris Fashion Week, but to no reveal. But Montana is said to have not left men hanging, giving them the watch as collateral and claiming that it was worth $1 million. So he did I'm assuming in French world, he probably said we did a trade for trade and both of them were worth $1 million. You know what I'm saying? The men are claiming that the watch is counterfeit, and Montana has dodged their continued efforts to retrieve their watch. In the lawsuit, the men seek $1 million in damages and are suing Montana for wrongly enrichment, conversation, and misleading misrepresentation. Montana lawyer Steve Haddad said that the client denies the allegations and plan to countersue. The rapper allegedly accepted their watch as a payment after being convinced to visit Egypt as a promotional reason. So it was a deal that he thought, you know what I'm saying? So it's confusing, right? But I'm assuming the guys thought at some point they would get the watch back. Meanwhile, Montana has a big win this week after his sample trial involving his 2013 song Ain't Worried About Nothing, producer Eddie Lee, which we just kind of covered that one. Pretty much he won that one off for technicality. So that's the update for French. And let's close out with Busta Rhymes here for like the last 6 or 7 minutes right here, as he plans to countersue his ex-assistant who alleged false assault claims, right? Okay, so we're coming up making great time here. The rapper previously accused his former assistants of an attempt of a shakedown. That word's been used a lot in this live tonight, man. So I mean, to be honest, dog, it kind of seems that way sometimes with these, I guess you can say, just celebrities in general, dog. You gotta be careful who you have around you, but you think you gotta give somebody a chance too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say everybody's bad for you and do it all yourself. The bigger you get, the more of the bigger team you may need, right? If it's what I get from it. It says, Busta Rhymes wants his former assistant to pay after accusing the rapper of assault. That's my thing, dog. I get it. You got to do this, but a lot of people don't do a countersuit or anything like this, which I'm not saying he shouldn't, because you don't know if always these people got it. A lot of these attorneys that file these lawsuits for these people, they do that stuff kind of what they call pro bono, meaning once the lawsuit settles, if the person settles out, they're going to take probably a certain percentage, if not half, if not more. You know what I'm saying? One thing about attorneys, everybody say get a good attorney, this and that third. I'm not going to go in depth to how I feel about attorneys, right? But I'm going to say this. Attorneys are expensive and they do not work for free, especially a quote-unquote good one, right? And I'll leave it right there. It says, in January, Busta Rhymes was questioned by the NYPD officers after alleged punching his teen assault assistant, Dahash Gallops, in the face for being on his phone during work hours. It says, when Gallops announced that he'd be suing Busta, real name Trevor Smith, in August, the break-your-neck artist accused his former employee of extortion and shared his intentions to countersue, which I guess is where we're getting at right now. It says, as of Tuesday, October 14th, Busta moved forward with filing a countersuit in New York federal court with repeated denials of allegations presented in Gable's suit. Gables was Busta's assistant for July 2024 to January 2025, which, to be honest, dog, that wasn't even a full year if we're going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? If you started in July, you didn't even finish out the July. So obviously Busta had to cut him off because homie was already doing, obviously not so necessarily trustworthy things with Busta. It says, in the documents obtained by Complex, Busta's attorney denied their client's assault and threatened gaze and claimed that the former assistant made statements that showed reckless discord for the truth. Busta's attorneys write that the artist would be negatively impacted by a loss of income and let's see, it says standing in the music industry in addition to being humiliated and embarrassed. The rapper now seeks an unspecified amount of the commissary and punitive damages and covered of its attorney's fees and other costs accrued, which you know they gonna want a big bag. I'm assuming to represent Busta and they know what his worth is. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it's gonna be up there. It says Gables, who seeks $6 to $7 million, claims to have sought medical treatment after the alleged incident. Busta was charged with third-degree assault. But it's my thing. Do they have proof? Was Busta actually assaulted? Was he found guilty? Because it's my thing. Even if he was charged with it, if he didn't plead guilty and the shit got dismissed, at that point, it's really going to be hard for you to prove your case if you ask me. Because my thing is this. It's not what you know, right? It's what you can prove. And if Buster settled it out of court, you guys agree? I mean, he going to have to submit some proof. You know what I'm saying? As we just learned off the French Montana stuff, right? Point blank period. If Busta may win this on a technicality, and he has a nerve to countersue. So obviously Busta's thinking he's got his I's and T's crossed, you know, which I hope he does in this case. It says, I've been made aware of the claims made by Gables, and I completely categorically deny these allegations. The rapper stated in August, for a very brief period, he assisted me, but he did not work out. Apparently, and this sounds like to me, right, a bitter assistant who mad they got let go. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know, but I'm saying that's what it sounds like. So hold live as a legend on an opinionated base. It says apparently the assistant has decided to respond, being let go by manufacturing claims against me in an attempt to attack and damage my reputation. So both of these guys are saying they're going off each other's reputation. But, I mean, who's got more to lose here? Because if I had to guess, we wouldn't know who this guy was if it wasn't for Busta Bust. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he doesn't need an assistance. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he wants somebody on the team, on the camp that he can trust. And that's where my whole case comes in with this. So, best of luck to Busta, man. And I guess whoever is right or wrong in the situation, may the truth come out. Because at the end of the day, these lawsuits, it's been a lot of shakedowns coming left and right this whole entire year, man. And I don't want to bring it to the tariffs or what have you, but with all the stuff that's going on, everybody's kind of on their P's and Q's. And to be honest, especially when that whole Diddy stuff kicked off last year, I still don't want to even know how many like civil lawsuits Diddy has. Like that's probably most likely gonna get thrown out. You know what I mean? If you don't have the significant evidence, right? And they're hoping, I feel like the attorney be hoping these guys go ahead and just pay it and settle out of court. But I'm like, dog, my thing is this: when that person has that many lawsuits against them, they're probably most likely not going to. I'm like, maybe it was like one or two to make it go away, like some hush money type of thing. But I mean, at the same time, I think the worst case scenario has already happened to Diddy. So if I had to guess, these civil suits he's not really worried about. Sounds like this is a civil suit with Busta as well. So we'll see how it goes, man. So it seems like it's just been like lawsuit after lawsuit. Like this whole live, I feel like I could have just named it like lawsuit and called it a day. Because if you think about it, Dame lawsuit to Cameron allegedly, right? Then you got Diddy, but he also has pending civil lawsuits. Then you got French Montana. He wins the lawsuit, but then got another lawsuit. And then if you think about Busta, another lawsuit. I'm like, sheesh, man. Let me put myself back on the main screen because this one actually was a pretty good one, a good smooth one. We're coming right up on that hour mark, man. Yeah. So this is crazy. So again, there has been a lot of shakedowns that's going on apparently throughout the just music industry. I'm not here to say that, hey, yeah, this is true or this is not true. Maybe, you know, I do find it ironically why people tend to wait so long. Granted, in the Busta case, homie didn't wait too long because, I mean, it's just now kind of coming out. And he was just pretty much let go in January. So, I mean, pretty much anybody who's ever been in the legal system, one thing I do know, nothing moves quickly over there, if you ask me, unless you're just in a lot of trouble and they got to lock you up. But even still, once they get you contained, pretty much everything kind of gets slowed down from there so they can make sure everything's done correctly and accordingly. Like we could think of like the Dirk situation, right? Been locked down. case could get pushed back. Melly case got pushed back. You know what I'm saying? Once they got you contained, I guess they have the situation under control. At that point, you know, but my thing is this, I feel like people should be getting bail, but I'll leave it right there. So pretty much, we're coming up on the hour mark. Let's wrap things up for tonight. So we're going to say one more RIP to D'Angelo. We covered that. Cameron speaked on Dame Dash, which very interesting. Looks like he's over it. He's kind of done with it. We did an update on Diddy's like strict, pretty much post-prison situation, what he's going to have to go through. Hopefully he can appeal it and maybe get something better, you know, what have you. Salutes to Diddy, man. I definitely respect him as his work ethic, right? I don't know about his personal life, but I'll leave it right there. And then we just covered Fresh Montana. Pretty much he won one lawsuit, and now he's got another one hanging over his head, so that has to suck. And then we just did the countersue, pretty much Busta Rhymes going to do for his assistant. And that'll pretty much cover everything here for the night, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trying hard, y'all know this is Music Monday. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. And yeah, man, this was a good one. Smash the like button, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me